How would you address a question like this? So guys, when you think about this, let's try board one. If you think about this equation, how would you answer it? X minus
Square x minus 3.
square root x plus 3. What is the solution set of the equation above? How would you address this? You don't want to use a calculator in this way, right? So how would you address this this question?
G square
So
x minus 3.
yes, remember in this question and every question we're going to talk about applying our strategy, which is starting with choice C, and then we're going to talk about another way of answering this, which is the algebraic solution. This is the one you learn at school. So Salma, what do you think?
G square x minus 3, and then it becomes a difference between two squares. So,
All right, you'll find that C combines both choice A and B.
yeah.
And then there is the chance that there is no solutions. So what do you think?
I think one doesn't work.
One doesn't work. So
Yeah.
this makes the answer what?
It's B.
The answer would be B. Perfect job. Now again, if you think about it, how much time did it take you? It didn't take you much time. Now, if I am going to answer this question algebraically, the algebraic solution would be like x negative 3. I'm going to put it here. It's going to be x negative 3 equals square root x plus 3. And then in order to get rid of the square root, I am going to square both sides. So that would be x negative 3 squared, and then equals, of course, you're going to get rid of the square root. So that would be x plus 3, right? And then what happens is you are going to distribute x negative 3 between two brackets squared, and that would be x squared negative 6x plus 9. Are you following?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that would be equals x plus 3. So a simple way to understand this is x negative 3 squared would be like x negative 3 between two squares multiplied by x negative 3 between two squared, and then you multiply the first one, okay? So that would be the first one, okay? So that would be x squared, and then the last one, and then both of them in the middle, right? So that would be x squared negative 6x plus 9 equals x plus 3. So what happens is you get the x the other side, and this will be turned into a quadratic equation. So that would be x squared. So this x will be negative, that would be negative 7x. And then that would be plus 6, right? Equals 0. And you try to get the two solutions. So that would be x negative 1, x negative 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Equals 0. And here the x would be equal either 1 or x equals 6, right?
Yeah.
But then when we try to solve this this equation algebraically, what happens is we generate extraneous solutions. So here is the trick. If you are solving this question algebraically, you would get x equal, because when you divide it, x negative 1 equals 0, x would be 1, and then x would be 6, right? But when you try them, actually, when you try the potential solutions of 1 and 6 back in the original equation, you will find that 6 is a solution and 1 is not. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you following? So x equals 1 doesn't work in the original solution here when you think about it. if you try it. So 1 minus 3 equals square root x plus 3. It doesn't make sense. And so when you think about it, this doesn't work, right? So solving this problem algebraically would be a bit silly. It wouldn't make any sense doing this. All right?
Okay.
Do you have any question about this?
No.
You're good? Okay. So what happens is when you think about this way, beginning with choice C would make sense because you want to try numbers instead of going through the whole exhaustive and complete solution algebraically. Okay. Now, if you look at this inequality, we were talking about when to begin with choice C, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at this question, when you see the word greatest, you cannot begin with choice C. So here it's asking you to think about the greatest answer choice. So if you look at the question and see the word least or the word greatest, in this case, start with the largest number as your first guess. So if we look at this question by starting with choice D, so we have the word greatest that appears in the problem, and we start with the largest answer choice. In this case, that is choice D, right?
Yeah.
So because we have the word greatest here, right, it entails that you begin with choice D. So can you try choice D in the question, see if it works?
It's 5 plus 2, 7, less than 7. That doesn't work.
So D would be a bit large, right? So when you think about it, x divided by 5, that would make it 5, and 2 plus 5, it actually equals 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you want to change this a little bit because that would be equal. Now again, when I think about it, you need like the next least integer. Okay, you need the next least integer. So that would be 24. Now 24 would answer this question perfectly if you plug it in instead of x. So that would be 2 plus 24 divided by 5, which equals 4, right? Which equals 5. 24 divided by 5 would be between 4 and 5, right?
Yeah, 4.
4 point something. You don't have to use the calculator here because 20 divided by 5, that would be exactly 4. And then 24 divided by 5, that would be 4 point something. So again, it's less than 7, right?
Yeah.
Right? And so that would make that would make sense in answering this inequality. So that is exactly what I mean. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to try to solve this inequality algebraically. So again, when you think about it, so if we say 2 plus x by 5 less than 7, what I can do is get rid of the 2. So by minus 2 of both sides. So that would be x divided by 5 less than 5. So in order to get rid of the denominator here, I want to have the unknown variable that is x in this case by itself. So I'm going to multiply by 5, both of them. So I end up with x less than 25. So x cannot be 25, right? It should be,
Yeah.
are you following? It should be less than 25. So it could be, by the way, 24 point something, 24.9, 24.99, but it cannot be exactly 25. Okay. Now, when you think about an integer, if you want an integer, in this case, the integer would be, or the greatest integer would be 24.